Hey guys, welcome back to my interview series where I interview designers, creatives, and other awesome people. If you haven't checked out part 1 yet, go ahead and do so. The link is right here. A lot of times I have a difficult time explaining to people why strategy is important and necessary, or design research, user research, because it's not a deliverable that you can hand them and say, like, look at this beautiful logo I designed for you. And so they think a lot of times it's difficult to explain to people why strategy is important and why there's more than just making something pretty that goes into doing a brand or designing a product or whatever it may be. What are your thoughts on that? What would you say to those people?
On the surface, we could say that a logo or a brand looks great just in isolation. Right? So we can go to a website and say, wow, that's a really great website. It's easy to navigate. The logos are awesome. Typeface they selected was awesome. But if we dive deeper into it, meaning I need to decide if I'm going to donate money. And there's always a big debate about online surveys where people would go onto a website and they would select products that they like or dislike. Or they would look at websites and say, hey, that's really cool or not cool. Right? And so they would pick things, but as soon as they said, okay, if you pick one, you have to donate $1. So as soon as they said, oh, I have to donate $1, their choices changed. Right? So that goes back to your customer base. If you have something that looks really great, right, and you have to say, okay, I'm going to go with that customer, I'm going to buy that product, I'm going to give that company dollars. I'm going to dig deeper. I'm going to see what they're all about. I'm going to see if they manufacture in Asia. I'm going to maybe dig into the factories that they use. Do they use kids that are under 12? Right? Or do I go to this other one, still a really nice logo, but their beliefs are more in line with what I believe. So then, I'm going to go to that one. I'll put my $1 in that coin slot. So it's tricky because, like I say, in isolation, you can have a really wonderful logo, you can have a really wonderful brand, but then when you get down to it and what the company really does, that's where kind of you make that hard decision. If I'm going to spend my money to support that company.
So where does brand strategy and business strategy kind of start and end, / where do they overlap?
So business is tricky, right? It's all about making money. You have to stay in business. If you have 2 employees, I may have to take a job this month to pay my employees. So do you not take that job because you don't believe in it, and then you have to let your employees go? Right? So I don't really know where that design and business strategy ends, especially for an upstart or a new company. If you're established and you have some money, it's a little bit easier because you have some money kind of tucked away for those times where it's dry and you're like, I need to keep them because I know I'm going to find something that we believe in, so I'll take money out of the pot. Right? But as a young upstart or as a new company, that design and business has to be really close together. And it's easy to say, but it doesn't always work. I've been in a lot of new young companies where we had to make that decision. And sometimes they would take the kind of easy path and say, let's take that job for now, and then not let people go. And then other times they say, let me give you an example. So I was working at a running shoe company, and it was, all they wanted to do is running shoes for runners. And somewhere down the road, actors and actresses really liked our shoes. And they said, man, we'd like to buy your shoes for the staff. They're so comfortable, and we'll buy 100 pairs. And the owner of the company said, we don't really associate with movie stars, and we don't follow that. We really want it to be for runners, and this actress doesn't even run, so we're not going to give you those running shoes. Which, you know, it's a tough decision, right? You can get them on people's feet, and get it in Time magazine or People magazine and on TV, and make tons of money, so that we can really make a really great running shoe, or you don't, and then you struggle along. Right? So it's tricky depending on the company size and where they are in maturity.